Have you ever wondered what it takes to run the Okanagan's favorite fruit stand and farm? Today I'm hanging out with my friend Jennay from Paynter's Fruit Market, a multi-generational farm right here in the heart of West Kelowna, to find out.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning everyone. Harvest cucumbers for the first 2 hours, then we'll move to tomatoes. Awesome, great.
What's going on here?
Oh, everybody's grabbing trucks. They're grabbing all the boxes that they need, all their buckets, their gloves, and then they're gonna go to the cucumbers. So we're gonna meet them out there. We're gonna go make sure there's enough bins in the watermelon, make sure there's enough bins in the peach orchard, so that when they finish that, they don't have to wait for me to get a whole bunch of stuff. And then I'm gonna go to the market at 7 and check in with them. Make sure you don't need to order anything. Yeah, the morning we meet at 6. Everybody, we do a team safety meeting, and then everybody goes their own way on what they have to pick for the day. And then from there on, it's chaos. Doesn't take very long.
A layer comes off at...
What time is it?
6:13.
Okay, it's a good start. There goes. All right, let's go. Oh yeah. Do you want a quick breakfast?
What are you thinking here?
You want a piece?
Yeah.
There you go.
So this is normal for you. This is a breakfast.
This is pretty normal, except I normally just would eat it like this. Let's go. We'll come back. I'm Jennay, and this is my farm. It was my great-grandfather's farm back in 1919. So we've been farming here for 100 years or 105 years, and it's my goal just to keep it going. We grow over 100 different types and varieties of fruit and vegetables, and right now they're all ready. So it's a little bit chaotic having to go around and make sure we don't lose too many crops this month. That is our goal. Get it all off the tree and into the market.
How many people do you have working at the farm in peak season?
We have 60 right now.
60?
Yeah.
That just seems like a lot.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Right now, when the market's open midday, we've got to have 10 people in the store. And then there's like the group that's out harvesting and doing the growing. So between that and the market's open, 12 hours a day. So there's just lots of hours, lots of little shifts to fill.
When does the market open for people?
Market opens at 8. There's a couple people here right now stocking up. And so we're just gonna go check some stock levels. Hi.
So it's fair to say this is peak market season, right?
Last Monday was our busiest day of the year. So, like annually, it's always the Monday of the long weekend. For our farm, it's the most amount of things we're going to be harvesting. We've got tree fruits coming off, plus the garden is like full production. So, we're just going to go out to the garden now and try and so we've done a little lap of like what the market needs. And now we're gonna go pick stuff. A typical day on the market is pretty much the same thing every single day for the season. And we meet the team, we make sure everybody's feeling good, and then we harvest for the next 8 hours, and we bring things into the market and just sell fruit and vegetables.
So 18 years coming up that you've owned this place.
Yeah, which seems a bit crazy because before that I was like managing it and working in it. It's been my whole life. When I was 20, I went to school and I took aircraft maintenance engineering. And I did that because I wanted to be a helicopter mechanic, which I thought was pretty cool. I really like mechanics, working on the farm. I was going to go into motorcycle mechanics, but then got a tour of Alpine helicopters. Was like, oh, this is so much cooler than motorbikes. And then that was it. I went to BCIT, graduated, and then promptly my mom decided she didn't want to run the farm, and here I am.
Okay.
18 years later. Here we go.
So this is
I was doing this yesterday and I just didn't quite get it done. So I think my role on the farm is like trying to keep the plants alive. So it's really checking the plants, making sure, like fertilizing, making sure that there's no bugs taking over, figuring out what's attacking things, because there always is, like with every different crop that we grow, there's a different set of like molds and mildews and pests. Yeah, every day is kind of the same, but totally different. All right, these are looking better. We're gonna go pick some plums now and try and get those into the market. The gold plums that we're going to go pick for the market, we also offer as a you-pick experience. So there might be some customers that come out here to pick their own. They're getting quite ripe, so they're super beautiful on the trees. They're really tasty, but they're not gonna last very long. Very much longer on the trees, which is why we're gonna go pick a few boxes just to kind of save them. So we're just gonna stop here.
Tell me about these trees.
Oh, these trees are, I like to call them 100-year-old trees. You talk to my uncle, I think he thinks they're about 80 years, but I swear when I was a kid 40 years ago, they looked the same, so.
How old is the farm itself?
1919 was when my great-grandfather purchased the property through the Soldiers Act, and it was all pine trees. They cleared the pine trees and planted fruit trees, so maybe they're 105 years old, 106 years old.
Over the years, though, what have been some of the biggest changes on the farm, on the property?
Oh, well, mainly it was the crops. It was kind of like gold plums, Italian prune plums, and then apples and pears. So peaches weren't introduced until kind of the late 1940s. 1950s, they introduced animals, so they had 100 head of cattle. That was actually after a really hard winter and they had a bunch of fruit trees die. Then they got into cattle. And I'm not sure how long they had cattle for, but they used to have hay fields and potato fields. Shannon Lake Golf Course up the road, that used to be our potato field and hay field. The crops that we've grown over the last 100 years have changed based on people's tastes, market demand, and climate. Even when I was growing up, it was like my parents, all my uncles and aunts, all the cousins. Yeah, it was definitely, and it was run by one big company. So it was like they all owned a company together, and then all the farms ran under this one company.
Do you remember what it was called?
Yeah, Painter's Market. So now I'm Painter's Fruit Market. Way different. It was actually the legal name of it was Painter's Orchard Meadows. So POM was the initials. So sometimes you can see some apple bins with POM on them, and that was the original company. Okay, we're gonna run these into the market and then go pick some other stuff. Oh, farm joke. I mean, I have a lot of like veggie puns, you know? Like you're a big deal. Let us be friends. Turn up the beat.
I don't know about that one.
Do you care at all? All right, look at these girls. We're opening in 30 minutes. Are we gonna be ready? Are we gonna be ready in 30 minutes? Yes. Yeah, we are.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Allison Paynter, the great Jennay's mother. My dad gave this business to all of us, and he would have loved to have seen what Jennay has done, because that's what he wanted. But there were 6 of us in the family that owned it, so we all had different ideas, and there were 6 bosses, and it was very, very unorganized. It was 1985 that Dad gave us all his properties so that we would continue the farm. He had faith that we would all keep farming, and we are. Most of us are, I think. All of us are, I think. Yeah.
Did you tell him what I gave you yesterday? Wow, you forgot.
A cantaloupe. Yeah, the first cantaloupe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You grew?
It was such a big moment for me. And
wait, what was the moment?
It was the first cantaloupe of the season, or the first muskmelon. So we
have this thing, that the first of anything.
Yeah, it goes to
You can
family.
give
Like
it
we
to
can't bring it in.
somebody.
Yeah, you don't like consuming yourself.
Yeah.
So if it's like the first tomato or the first cucumber, like you can't take it. You have to like give it away. So It was the first melon, and I had to go find her to give it away.
But the thing that Jennay and I have really is I have a signed document that says I will not interfere.
People are often like, "Oh, how long have you worked here?"
Wow.
Since what year is this?
Jennay sitting on a giant pumpkin, 1989.
Cool. Yeah, just a couple of years. 1951. Yeah, that would have been the first fruit stall.
That little place, hey?
Yeah, 85. Our business cards used to say, "The stall with the sleigh on the roof." That was our slogan. Not like, "We've got the best peaches" or something.
So you guys just had an extra sleigh and you thought the roof
And
was...
then my grandfather put it on the roof. Yeah, so we had a sleigh on the roof for like 20 years. We tried to move it from the old fruit stand to this fruit stand, and it like just fell apart. Like it just disintegrated.
We were talking about Painter's Lake, which I just found out about.
Yeah,
And,
Painter Lake. Not owned by painters, but
Well,
it's up there.
your mom was saying that some of the first water for irrigation,
Oh yeah, came
her father kind of tapped into that place and thus the name.
yeah. So
It's just super far away. It's like on Bear Main Road or something from here.
It's incredible the lengths that they took to get water here. Like my great-grandfather, they went up there with dynamite. I mean, definitely not allowed now. But they went up and they blasted a trail for the water to get down here so they could do kind of more intensive agriculture. We are in a semi-desert climate here, so we can't grow anything without a water source. So that was one of their first tasks to do in order to start farming here, was secure a water source.
Such a legacy here.
It would have been a lot of work. I think back to it often. I'm like, man, all I have to do is go turn on a tap to go get water, and I think that's a lot of work sometimes. When I'm tired, I can't imagine having to be like, "Oh no, you've got to hike up there and like find water. Get it to your farm somehow. Figure that out. Create these flumes. You can go around, like the flume trail is because that was where the water flume was. That was how they got water down to this area for agriculture, so to grow food for people. So it's cool.
What's the process of stocking this market with things you don't grow here?
So first of all, has to be made in BC. Has to be made in a commercial kitchen, and has to be made by somebody awesome. So we could take something like this, Fuller bars. They're made in Kelowna. They're made by a guy named Rob, who's awesome. He was an accountant, and now he's making this like super amazing, we're gonna eat this one, product that is super popular and it's healthy. So everything that is in the store is made in BC and made by amazing people. So, and I don't think there's actually a bigger store or a store that sells more diverse BC products. So find me another store that sells over 1,000 BC made or grown items. Like, you buy a Stoke the Fire hot sauce and like Stu is so happy. So just think of that every time you grab anything off of any of our shelves, it's like a small business owner and they're so appreciative of it. So it's 7:58 and pickling cukes are always the first thing to go in the morning. They come in at 8 a.m. They're fresh. They were just picked an hour ago and by the crew you saw this morning. And there is a group of people around just getting the perfect little pickles. So they're going to be the greatest pickles in about 4 months. You have to get here early, but also not too early because we don't let you at them until 8 or 7:58. We start at 7. It takes us more than an hour to get set up. So for the next hour, we're still going to be refilling all the tables, sorting through all the produce, and then we'll have a few customers coming in for sure until we really get busy.
Okay, so what do you do now that the market's open?
I was just sorting out some of the tables and trying to get things happening. Also kind of looking at like what we're totally out of right now and what we don't have in the back cooler.
It's like a Napoleon. Do you want some help?
Nope. It's easier without help.
You could do it by myself.
It's better if you don't help. There's quite a few people who are like, wow, you're picking a lot. Well, for one, this is my favorite thing to do. So it's a good day if I'm picking.
What's a bad day on the farm like?
I'm in my office. Yeah. It's like, if I'm in my office, it's just not that enjoyable. It's really handy because Katie has a farm crew, like an introductory to agriculture, and they came and picked all the watermelons and just mounded them up. So this is a really easy way of picking because they're already picked.
Doing all your social media.
Right. This is actually a small part of my day. Which one was it? This one? Sangaria. It's already. All right. Here we go.
That's it.
Toasted. Here's hoping. Wow. This is the same variety of tomatoes that my grandfather used to grow. It's called Basket V. He used to get the plants over at a greenhouse in Kelowna, and then I started growing them by seed. And it's kind of cool that we can still find the same seed. Like, I have a forklift. I'd probably use something else, but it's a good quad exercise.
Keeps you strong.
Keeps you strong, yeah. We're tired.
It's 10 o'clock, so the market's been open for a couple hours.
Yeah, 10 o'clock is a pretty fun time because everybody comes for coffee. And then the market is like fully open. We should be kind of stocked. All the veggies are in from the garden. We've kind of picked now like all of the straggler things. Like we've got those plums and we've got the melons. So now we have everything that we have out in the gardens and the orchard, now we have it in the market. So we're good for the day. And now we're just gonna go pick all the peaches that are on the trees. So that'll be our goal for the rest of the day, is just keep picking Glowhavens. And helping in the garden, helping in the market.
Great, thanks.
How do you feel about shopping here?
Oh, best place in all of West Kelowna, probably even in Kelowna. You have to stop at Paynter's Fruit Market, no matter what.
We pay him to say that.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We need more cauliflower. Because we have huge amounts of it coming in from Papa, so. So we're trying to get as many of these peaches picked as we can before the weekend.
When will your day end?
My day ends pretty early. It ends at 3:45 because that's when I have to be home because my kids don't have childcare after that point. So I'm 3:45 and I live like 2 minutes from here, so it's a pretty easy commute. Amazing.
I appreciate your time today. It's always a pleasure to be here, see what you do.
I think it's really important for people to support agriculture all across Canada. So thank you to all of our customers and all of our staff. And for you for coming out and filming this and showing people what we do and these ginormous peaches that we grow.
I just come for the peaches.
These are going home with you, so they're all yours.
Thanks, Jennay.
Thanks, Darren.
Okay, I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna be an episode. And I can't thank Jennay enough for letting me hang out here and make this video. It's just a truly, truly special place, and I'm honored to be here. I'm honored she's my friend. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Come visit when you can. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw here, consider liking and subscribing. It means a ton. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one.